Welcome to the hip stability workout from weeks 15 and 16, the final in the Unlock Your Bautie program. This week we're going to use lightweight resistance bands, though you can absolutely do the entire session without bands. We're transitioning back to seated movement, which is appropriate when we're increasing load or resistance, or may be best for your body in general. We'll focus on working the same muscle groups, increasing stability of the muscles surrounding our hip joints. I'll show you the moves in a chair and on the floor so you can do what's best for your body today. Moving into seated banded clams. If you're in a chair, scoot your butt all the way to the edge of the seat. If you're on the floor, position yourself with your knees up, leaning back however is comfortable for you. Both positions, make sure your pelvis is in neutral the entire time. Place the band around your upper thighs. Start in the middle to see how that feels. On the active exhale, use your hips to open your knees. Inhale, release back to center. Repeat, moving with your breath. Small, controlled, focused movement. Keep your shoulders engaged away from your ears. Pelvis in neutral. Inhale to center. Active exhale, engage the core. Open your hips. Moving into a seated banded hip abduction with the leg extended. Whether you're in a chair or on the floor, stay where you are. If you're in a chair, extend your right leg out straight in front of you. If you're on the floor, extend both legs out straight in front of you. Hands still placed around your thighs wherever comfortable. On the active exhale, engage your core, open your hip. Inhale back to center. If you feel any sort of strain in your low back, I recommend putting a pillow or blanket underneath your pelvis to help keep it in neutral. A slight bend in your kneecap. Definitely don't want to overextend anything here. You can even keep a slight bend like this. That's helpful. Don't even have to fully extend your leg. Use the sides of your hips, your glute muscles, help open. On your active exhale, release. Moving into seated banded hip flexion. Again, staying where you are regardless of where you are. If you're in a chair, make sure both of the soles of your feet are planted firmly on the ground. Put something underneath them if you need to bring your arm closer to you. Keeping the band around your thighs on the active exhale, bring your right knee toward your chest. Inhale, release. Continue moving with your breath. You should really feel this in both your hip flexors and your core. Remember, anytime we say active exhale, it means we're really engaging the core 360 degrees, pulling up on the pelvic floor and protecting the spine. Moving into seated or tabletop banded hip abduction. For the seated version, stay where you are. For tabletop, flip over into tabletop. Again, keeping the band where it is around your thighs. On the active exhale, you're going to open your right hip, leading with that knee. Inhale, release back to center. Continue moving with your breath. I know I keep saying it, but make sure to keep your pelvis in neutral, especially if you're in the tabletop position. Staying engaged all the way up through the core. This is basically a single-sided clamshell. Just isolating the movement to one side, helping us put a little bit more focus and attention there. And then we can also notice imbalances when we do these things, seeing how it feels on the other side. Into a bridge pose with the chair or a tabletop banded hip extension. If you're in the chair, move your feet a couple of inches forward and wider than where they are. Lean back onto your hands or fists, whatever's most comfortable. Tabletop, stay where you are. If you're in the chair, on the active exhale, push into bridge pose, using your glutes to help push the front of your hips up toward the ceiling. Adjust your feet so that you don't feel any strain in your knees. Inhale, release. Continue moving with your breath. If you're in tabletop, extend your right leg out straight. Inhale, gently pulsing your leg toward the ceiling. Exhale, back to neutral. Very small movement here. You want to make sure to keep your pelvis in neutral at all times. Continue moving with your breath. I'm keeping my chin tucked the whole time to protect my neck. Release and take a breather. We're going to repeat this one more time, doing things on the other side. Moving into seated banded clams. Exhale as you open the hips. Inhale back to center. Technical difficulties here. And I'm using my glutes to almost squeeze and pull open my hips. That external rotation. Moving into banded hip abduction with your leg extended. This time you're going to do it on the left side. Same thing, exhaling as you open the left hip. Inhale back to center. These aren't necessarily harder or easier in one position or the other. It's really just what feels best for your body, what's most comfortable for you, and where you're safest. Moving into banded hip flexion, bringing the knee toward the chest on the active exhale, releasing on the inhale. Don't look like a lot, but I am feeling the burn. My quads, my hip flexors, and definitely my core. Almost there. Moving into seated or tabletop banded hip abduction. On the active exhale, you're going to open your right hip, leading with that knee. Inhale, release back to center. Moving into bridge pose with your chair or banded hip extension. For bridge pose, exhale as you push up, inhale, release. For the tabletop hip extension, inhale as you pulse your leg up, exhale, release back to neutral. For either position, use your glutes to really activate the movement. is a really small movement. Because again, we don't want to overextend our low back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Trying to keep my hips level with the floor. Release, that's it. I finished the workout and the final hip stability video of the Unlock Your Bautie program. I hope this is helping you get a little bit more comfortable in your body. I don't know what's coming next, but I know I'll see you next time.